What is going on, guys? It's Salamangreat, and today I'm here with a combo tutorial of some of the Salamangreat deck actually. I had this idea in a long time and tried to see how much further can this deck go through. So I was like, trying to see how much you can do with this in standard combos, but you already know the 2-card combo already. So I figured, why not see how much you can go for with 3-card combos or something, with awkward hands or something that you can still recover from. So I tested it yesterday, and it's like I found some awkward things and insanely good hands actually, but you can end up with an insane boards. I can't speak. But this is going to be a tutorial, 3 cards tutorial, of course, with 3 combos actually, with awkward hands, like insanely good hands and just busted hands. And it's easily consistent to do it, so don't think that it's like you're only gonna do it once in every 9 games or something. It can happen often because the deck is so consistent anyway. So this is why this setup is a little bit different right now, but I have already been used, so it's a little bit different this time, and I have tried to see how much I can go through with this. And by the way, thank you so much for almost like 5,000 views on the latest deck profiles. Like, how much further can I go through with this? And we're almost like all through to the 100 subscribers, which is the new goal here, and I will say it every time in every single video from now on, so we can go through to this moment and of course go that much further. But anyway, let's get into the deck, not the deck profile, but there's no deck profile today, but instead of just a combo tutorial. So we're gonna start out with 3-card combo. With these cards, you're gonna play with Spinny, Gazelle, and Fell. You're gonna and of course I'm gonna show you how busted this card is. You're only gonna play one-off because it's just a one-off card, and you'll understand why once we go into the deck. Once I go further into the combo, because you're only gonna use it once anyway, so you just need one anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But let's get into it. So start off, you're gonna normal summon your Spinny for the combo here, so you can end up extremely good. But anyway, as I said, Spinny first, because you think, okay, you can chain block with Foul, but some people think you're gonna do it differently this time. So next you're gonna link it up into Bailings. I like to have it right here, of course. Next you're gonna activate Bailings effect, all those names. Bailings is chaining 1 and Gazelle is chaining 2, so you can chain block it like that. So you're gonna summon Gazelle here, I prefer it always, and you're gonna search your Sanctuary. Next you're gonna use Gazelle's effect to send a card from the deck to the grave. Next you're gonna use Foul's effect to chain to Gazelle, so you can summon this without having to hesitate. And I like having in the life more corner, because it makes sure if you mess it up, you can still do it for the most part. So you're gonna send your counter trap to the graveyard. Next, since we control a Salamangreat card monster, you can summon Spinny from the graveyard. Next, you're gonna overlay these two into, of course, the horse, aka Mirage Stereo. Then you're gonna detach one Seize Material to summon out Jack Jaguar from the deck. The last card of the deck, of course, but just showed how the combo works. Next, you're gonna link these two up into, you guessed it, Sunlight Wolf. And you're gonna activate Sanctuary again. Add Sanctuary once to link it up into another Sunlight Wolf. Then Sunlight Wolf's effect gonna let you get rolls back to your hands. Next, Jack Jaguar's effect gonna shuffle back your Sunlight Wolf back into the extra deck to summon itself to the field under Sunlight Wolf. And then Sunlight Wolf's effect gonna trigger to get back Gazelle. Then you're gonna overlay these two into my personal pick, Abyss Dweller, and set Roar in the end. So this is the end of the combo. You're gonna end up with, you're going +4 actually in terms of card advantage. Or it's +3, whatever. But you're still going insane plus, by the way. So you're gonna end up with an Abyss Dweller negation on an Inferno Barrier on board. So this is basically the end of the first one. Basically, I like the Abyss Dweller a little bit more because you can stop a lot of the good decks in the meta right now, like Orcus, Thunder Dragon, Danger, and the Mirror Match. So it's extremely good. And even if they try to kite you, they can still use any cards in their extra deck anyway, because you're gonna use a pistol on standby phase anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And you have Gazelle in your hand for the next turn. And I like preferring like doing this with a pistol, Stelio, Thunderwolf. You have everything that you need. So this is also typically 3-card combo with Foul. Since we're playing 3 Circle and 3 Spinny and 3 Gazelle, you likely to have that hand anyway. So this is also show if you have Circle in your hand, you can just choose to take Foul to make this board instead. Instead of thinking, what should I take instead? Should I take this or this or this or this? Just have an extender? No, just do this. And now I'm going to show another 3-card combo where you're going to end exactly the same outside of the counter. So in this hand, you're going to end up with Falco, Jack-Jackal, and Gazelle in your hand. So if you have the 2 1-offs in your hand and access to Gazelle, you can end up in a really good combo here. So I'm going to show this combo really easy and fascinating because you're more probably thinking this is a break. Well, if I told you that you can end up with a crazy combo like this, you will not believe me. So I'm gonna start out by normal summoning Falco, and if you have used one of your traps or anything like Circle or missed one of your traps, do not use its effect to set it again because you're gonna need this graveyard effect. Next you're gonna link it off into Phalanx, and Phalanx chaining 1 and chaining 2 Gazelle of course. This is really important when you do it like this. So you're gonna search Sanctuary, and then Gazelle's effect to send Foxy to the graveyard. This is really important when you send Foxy to the graveyard because you can do this with Foxy, and I'm not using Spinny this time, by the way. So you're gonna activate Sanctuary because it's really important because you can trigger Foxy's effect now to send Jack-Jackal to the grave and summon Foxy from the graveyard. You do need not to destroy Sanctuary at all, so yeah, that explains itself. Next you're gonna summon Next you're gonna overlay into Stelio, then Stelio effect, gonna detach to summon Foul again. Yeah, I like this card. Next you're gonna use Falco's effect to bounce Foul to your hand, to summon it to the field. Then Foul's effect to special summon since you technically summoned it, summon a Salamangreat monster while having it in your hands at the moment. Next you're gonna link these 2 off because you need to have a little 4 and I like Falco more than any other thing. Next, so you're gonna summon Sunlight Wolf, Reincarnation link it into another Sunlight Wolf. And as I said, if you don't have anything, you probably don't need. Next, you're gonna use Jack-Jackal effect to shuffle back Sunlight Wolf once again, like before, like here, and Sunlight Wolf get back Gazelle. Then you're gonna overlay once again. You can probably guess what we're going after, Bestwaller. So this is going to be the end boards. If you have anything like hand traps, Karma the Great, anything that you can stop your opponent with outside of the Bestwaller, then you have it. Because you're not searching the counter trap here or anything else. You're just gonna end up with this, and it just goes to show how the 1-offs can actually turn the game around. Also how busted Foul can actually be. So I really like this a lot. But anyway, this is the number 2 now for the number 3 one, which is, you probably guess, is a break hand, but then again, it just goes to show how much recursion this deck has. So anyway, let's get into that hand. So the last hand here is actually going to be with Foxy, Will, and Jack-Jackal in your hand. This is something that I found really interesting when I drew this in a test hand. So I was like, this is really bad, first of all, because if you don't hit Gazelle through Foxy, it's going to be really awkward right now. But when I came into this idea, if you don't hit anything, you can still end up really decent, I guess. You can still end up with some sort of protection, I guess, and still recovery, and can actually do the same thing over again and try again next time, because you're gonna draw a card for the next turn anyway. So let me show you what I mean. First you're gonna summon Foxy. In this scenario, let's just say that you didn't hit anything like Circle, Spinny, Gazelle, anything from Spinny for Foxy here. And you just got a card like a, I don't know what to call, like maybe a trap card, let's just say like that. So you're gonna link it off into Phalanx. Phalanx effect gonna search you the field spell, of course. Next you're gonna activate Will of the Salamangreat and use this effect to summon Jack-Jackal. So it's really important that you summon Jack-Jackal here. Next you're gonna link these 2 off into Sunlight Wolf, activate Sanctuary, and lick it off once again into another Sunlight Wolf. Next, you're gonna use Jack Jackal effect to shuffle back your Sunlight Wolf back into your X deck and summon it back. Then Sunlight Wolf's effect gonna get back Foxy. And basically, if you had the counter trap in hand because of Foxy or anything like that, you're just gonna link this off into another Balings. So this is going to be the end board. Of this combo. As I said, this is really not good. It's really bad if you don't, but if you're lucky to get the counter trap or like rage or something like that, then it's probably fine. But the fact that you can still do recovery stuff, like you still have Foxy in your hand, so basically if you can still get access to Gazelle and Circle in your next turn while drawing a card, so it's still technically possible that you can recover for this. You're just gonna have wait a turn for it, and you still have some sort of protection, like with Balings in the graveyard, plus you have Will, so you can always summon something back from the graveyard, plus you have maybe Roar, Rage, something like that. This is just going to show how much recovery you still can have, even though you think, okay, this was a break hand, I can't do anything. And just rely on Foxy, then you probably can sometimes come back. I don't know how, but this is going to be the end board. But guys, this was obviously the tutorial. I don't know if you enjoyed, but this is just something just to show you that this deck can do a lot of things that most people don't even think about. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so we can hit the 100 subscriber mark. So please help me with that, and make sure to leave a comment in the comment section below, because yeah, if you think this is a really decent tutorial, then give your support with a comment. That would mean a lot here. Also mean a lot with we hit like 5,000 views on the last dinosaur video. Like, I don't even know where I'm getting at right now. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.